It's my great pleasure to welcome you to this year's Provost Forum, Testing the University Speech, Freedom, and Civility on College Campuses. It's very exciting to see this many people here this early. I think it's a real testament to the importance of the topic we're going to be discussing today. And as you all know, this topic is both timely and pressing given the climate in our country and around the world. With people divided in so many ways, I sometimes worry that people are ready to give up on the whole idea of engaging with one another. And that makes me all the more proud to be part of the Duke community where we're still deeply committed to that enterprise. I was struck by all the buzzing conversation as I walked in this morning. And if we're going to have this kind of engagement throughout the day, and we see this even before the fantastic panels have begun, I have very high hopes for the day. So thanks to all of you for bringing your energy. And of course, thanks to the speakers for being here. We're lucky to have an incredibly distinguished group of scholars, administrators, journalists, and other leaders from both inside and outside Duke to talk about these important topics today. I'm also extremely grateful to everyone who put in the time and the effort to make this event come together, particularly the advisory committee co-chairs, the professor of law, Joseph Blocher, and vice provost for faculty advancement, Abbas Mamoun, who guided the content and the format for the day. Stephanie Loud, who has spent countless hours making all the preparations and arrangements for today with help from Hallie Knupfman from my office. And special thanks to our students, undergraduate and graduate, who've played a role in shaping the content and format. The names of all the faculty, staff, and students who participated in the advisory committee for planning today's forum are listed in your programs. The project for today has been in the works all of this academic year, and in some ways, this theme obviously has been critical since the university was founded. As long as there's been a campus for Duke, the themes of speech, freedom, and civility have been central to its operation. You can see that in our mission statement, which announces a commitment to, quote, an intellectual environment built on a commitment to free and open inquiry. This sounds pretty abstract, but it's actually quite concrete. It's what you see all around you, what we see every day at Duke, in every classroom, every laboratory, every residence hall on campus. People from different backgrounds are creatively and passionately demonstrating their commitment to free and open inquiry. As a faculty member and then as provost, I've gotten to see firsthand how people pursue their ideas, and it's impressive. We have students with different political leanings getting together and fostering, in fact, modeling ways for us to engage with each other. We have students, faculty, and staff from different faiths and backgrounds working to build bridges with each other. Every academic year, we welcome to our campus different voices and perspectives to enrich the educational experience of our students and to foster an environment where free exchange of ideas is the norm. In this respect, Duke has come a long way over its history. Today, it is a stronger and better institution that includes a broader range of backgrounds, identities, experiences, and viewpoints than any time in its history. And I know that it's not always easy, especially when dealing with difficult topics like we're addressing today, but I hope you will all lend your voices. My goal for this forum isn't to just talk about speech, but for all of us to engage in it productively. I have to say another thing about the campus initiatives. Many of them are deeply collaborative. We generate ideas and knowledge in conversations, discussions, and debates with one another. It's our community, not just us as individuals, that generate knowledge. And in so many ways, this is a social activity and just not a matter of thinking harder. We pursue our ideas as colleagues, classmates, coworkers, and friends. That means that our fundamental commitment to free and open inquiry exists alongside our commitments to each other as people who come from different backgrounds and circumstances and hold different views. We don't need to agree every time, and in fact, we don't, but if we're committed to working together, then even our disagreements can be productive. Every day, the headlines show us how this ethos can be put to the test. That has always been the reality for educational and research institutions whose goal is to test orthodoxy and push the boundaries of knowledge. Sometimes that means giving a platform to ideas and opinions with which we strongly disagree. But our first instinct must always be to contest ideas with ideas and open space for other voices, including traditionally marginalized voices. In that regard, I want to draw people's attention to another upcoming event, which is also sponsored by the Provost's office and is spearheaded by our colleague Thavolia Glimpf. It is an event called American Universities, Monuments, and the Legacies of Slavery. This will be on March 30th and 31st in the Rubenstein Library, room 153, the Holste Anderson Family Assembly Room. You'll see further communications on this and notices, but please also plan to join us for this very interesting and engaging symposium featuring panels that will address monuments and the intertwined history of slavery and its legacies for American universities. Now, although I believe that Duke University is firmly committed to the broad pursuit of knowledge and the free exchange of ideas, I don't mean to sugarcoat the fact that controversial incidents and events, as well as contentious discussions, have occurred here at Duke, as well as at our peer institutions. These incidents raise all sorts of hard questions. Do we have to protect all viewpoints and support all kinds of disagreement? What about speakers who say things that are hateful or that target particular members of our community? What is the best way to respond to them? What can, should, or must we do to engage viewpoints we oppose? What are the major threats to academic freedom, and how can we address them? These are exactly the kind of questions we'll be tackling today, and I don't think there are easy answers, but I hope it will lead to stimulating discussion. That's the whole point. As individuals and as a community, we test ourselves, hence the theme of today's forum, Testing the University. So thank you for being part of this effort. It's so gratifying to be part of an intellectual community willing to take on and tackle these issues, and I'm very much looking forward to hearing today's speakers and participating in today's discussion. So thanks very much.